You know that feeling, right? You've got this brilliant idea, you finally share it with the world, and then the feedback starts rolling in. That next step, what we're talking about today, refining your concept, it's one of the most critical parts of any creative process. But honestly, it's also the one we're most likely to rush through. So today, we're going to break down why slowing down right here can literally make or break your entire project.
And just like that, you're staring at a mountain of notes, suggestions, and critiques. It can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. So what's the very first thing you should do? How do you turn all that input into a stronger, more focused idea? Let's get into it.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to cover 4 key areas. First, we'll talk about building a solid foundation of clarity. Then, how to filter all that feedback. Third, getting your whole team on the same page with a unified vision. And finally, what it all leads to, a much, much stronger blueprint.
All right, first up, a foundation of clarity. And I'm telling you, this part is the absolute bedrock of your project. Skipping this, it's like trying to build a house on sand. It's just not going to work.
I mean, just look at this transformation. On the left, you've got what a lot of early concepts look like. Kind of messy, some unclear parts, maybe some structural problems, and you might even be heading in the totally wrong direction. But on the right, after you take the time to refine it, everything has a clear purpose. It's grounded in what users actually need, and it's built on a rock-solid foundation. The difference is truly night and day.
And this quote, man, it really gets to the heart of it. The goal here is intentionality. You want to move from just having a bunch of cool ideas to having a focused concept where every single design choice serves a very clear purpose.
Okay, next up, let's talk about filtering the feedback. This is where the real skill comes into play. It's not just about collecting feedback, it's about knowing how to actually evaluate it. So this is a super common trap, right? Someone gives you feedback, so you feel like you have to use it. But let me ask you, is all feedback actually useful? The short answer? A hard no. And learning to tell the difference is a creative superpower.
The key term here is selective evaluation. It just means you're analyzing everything with a critical eye. You're asking, is this feedback pointing to a major project-killing flaw, or did it just come from a simple misunderstanding? Is this something we need to fix right now, or can we put it on the back burner? Your job is to be the filter.
So here's a simple 4-step way to think about it. First, just gather all the feedback. Don't judge it, just collect it. Second, identify the deal breakers, the major flaws that you absolutely have to fix. Third, you evaluate and prioritize the changes that are going to have the biggest positive impact. And finally, you consciously deprioritize the rest. And remember, this isn't about ignoring people. It's about focusing your energy where it matters most.
Now, this whole process isn't just about the idea itself. It's also about the team, which brings us to Section 3, forging a unified vision.
Picture this, because it happens all the time. After an initial review, everyone on your team walks away with a slightly different idea of what needs to happen next. One person is stuck on some minor visual tweaks someone mentioned, while another is worried about a huge, fundamental problem with the logic. You're all looking at the same thing, but seeing completely different priorities.
This refinement process, it brings everyone back to the same page. When you actually discuss the feedback and set those priorities as a team, you move away from all those scattered interpretations and toward a single, shared vision. And suddenly, everyone is rowing in the same direction.
And the power of that alignment is huge. You cut way down on confusion, which means development is going to be so much smoother. Your refined concept becomes the one source of truth for the entire team, and that ensures every decision is focused on what's best for the user.
So, after all that work, the clarifying, the filtering, the aligning, what do you get? What's the final result? Well, you get a much, much stronger blueprint for success. This quote just captures the whole journey perfectly. You start with these rough sketches, these preliminary ideas, but through this process, you transform them into something that's clear, strong, and actually ready for development. That's a blueprint you can build on with real confidence.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. What idea are you working on right now that could really use this step? Before you jump into building it, just take a moment to pause, to listen, and to refine. Build that stronger blueprint first. Trust me, it will make all the difference in the world.